They do great things on the turf. But that show on April 29th really caught my eye. The way that
was my fourth, my wife's first, and Derby. You know, it's an exciting time. You know, sometimes work gets in the way and prevents us from coming, so it worked out this year. No, I don't walk around with a sun ray yellow suit in my closet, just waiting for the day to bring out for the Derby. This was made specifically for the Derby today. I may retire it today. I may put it in a case and just have it in the family room. And be that's Derby 2018.
You know, I think it's a Southern hospitality. Everybody's always welcome with open arms. It's like a reunion every year. We see the same people always hang out with Travis Tritt. Taylor Dane is not with us this year. Usually she hangs out with us. But it's really cool to see everybody time and time again. The Barnstable Brown Party, which we go to every year, which was last night, to raise money, of course, for diabetes and stuff like that. And it's just exciting to be able to get invited to keep coming back. 17 years. Wow. So far I haven't done anything wrong. Yeah, I've remained good. Well, right now, since it's raining, you know, you go for the long shots. I'm sure everybody's going to be doing that in a sense because you never know. Sometimes these races now are completely flipped on its head because somebody that was really good on the grass or good in the dirt, when it rains, it's completely terrible or just the opposite. So we'll see. You know what?
I've always wanted to come to the Kentucky Derby, and this year I had a good excuse with the movie coming out, so really happy to be here. I'm the owner of a really dangerous theme park, and it was inspired by a theme park that once existed in New Jersey, the most dangerous, undoubtedly, theme park of all time. And it was just a good excuse, a good world to, you know, be able to do my own stunts. And Chris Pontius is in it along with me, and he's amazing. Yeah, I'm very excited about the movie. Yeah, as many times as I went to the emergency room, it's definitely in the vein of Jackass.
Johnny and I always love coming to the Derby. It's such a fun event to cover. Obviously, the race is what it's all about. But other than that, it's just such a huge celebration. The hats, the fashion, the mint juleps, the parties. So it's such a unique experience that it's so special. Well, I mean, that's another great part of the Derby. You get to dress up. It's like the ultimate dress-up day. So I use Christine Moore, and she comes up with beautiful designs for, I usually go with the Fascinator, the big hats on TV when I'm trying to flip them up and look at the camera are a bit difficult. But I just wanted to go with like a classic Southern Kentucky Derby dress. Well, I did my homework, and when I say I did my homework, that means I asked all the NBC experts who I should pick, and that's what I went with.
However, I am celebrating the Triple Crown. I always try to do something Derby-centric when I come down here. And the Triple Crown is something that's really inspiring for any athlete to be that dominant and that far ahead of the curve. That's what inspired my hat. Karen Rose Gold of Weir does all of them, and she really knocked it out of the park this year. Here, the tradition, the hats, the juleps, the fashions, I mean, that's what keeps me coming down. I just love being down here the first weekend in May, and it's so special. Well, I definitely lean toward the entertainment side of fashion. However, the things that I've collected over my life are my treasures. They're my Picassos. So I'm always so excited to share them with the world and to put them on my back, even if they've been sitting in a closet or an archive for 10 years, I'll always pull it out. It's like an old friend. So for me, fashion is everything. Figure skating is very over the top, though. And I say that as a person dressed like I'm from Narnia.
I really haven't done the research on which horse I want to bet. You know, Audible, you know, all my teammates and all the guys that are really into horse racing have been telling me to bet with Audible. So, you know, I probably, you know, drop a little bit of money on Audible. But I'm going to do some more research. You know, we still got time to, you know, see who's going to, you know, pull through for me. I made this myself. You know, I took my mom's drapes. She was getting rid of them. And I just. Man of many talents. No, I'm just joking. I'm with Ella V. The suit makers, and Chandra, she came up with this suit to go to Kentucky Derby. So.
Oh, it's a huge honor. It's one of the biggest sports events in all of America every year, and I've heard about it since I was a little kid. So to be here singing the national anthem it's pretty surreal.
I mean, I think just the camaraderie of games and events like this is so fun. Like, I love seeing everyone's hats and outfits, and everyone gets so into it, and I'm just excited. I'm excited to see all the horses, and it's just so fun.
The Derby pie, I've heard, is you have to get the Derby pie.
You know, and it is my first Derby, and I'm just excited to be here. You know, it's a big event. Everybody gets fired up about it, so I want to see what it was all about. So can't wait to see the big race, of course. I'm actually doing Riders Up, which is a great honor. I'm a little nervous about that. So it's been fun. Had my mint julep, you know, and getting ready to place a bet. So I'm doing all the Derby stuff. It's a fascinator because I have a large head, so I was a little concerned. So a place called D's here in Kentucky made it for me. Last minute, literally. They came through for me because I ordered a hat. It didn't work out. They made it for me yesterday. So I thought it came out. I mean, you know, I'm trying to figure out, does it go up here? Does it go to the side? I don't know, but we'll see.
It's a spectacle. Like there are very few things in sports and life that are like the Kentucky Derby. It's very cool.
Yeah, we've never won.
No, we've never won.
We've never won.
No. If I knew, I would tell you, but I don't. I'm very fortunate that Jake Crew suits fit me off the rack, and my wife is very fortunate that Ted Baker makes her look like this.
Oh man, it's Kentucky Derby. You know, it's our first time.
Bucket list item. We've never been before, so right?
Yeah, no, it's something I've always wanted to do. I'm a horse lover, so you know, this is the ultimate. You know, horse racing. So I know there are two more after this, but this is the ultimate. We've had some mint juleps along the way. How about you?
Yes. I'm looking forward to the fashions. I think people pull out all the stops with the hats today, so yeah. I'm looking forward to seeing some of them and snapping some shots to take back to family so they can see what we experienced.
Best thing about the fashion is everybody has permission to just turn up a little bit, just crank it up a little bit. So it's just kind of fun to watch all of that. And the horse races. There is a race, you know.